Time. Yes, I'm nice and ready. I have to be ready to go over to my other daughter's house with the little one to uh, because my daughter here and my oldest daughter are going somewhere to go and pick up our part of a cow. Yes. Uh, my husband had this great idea of uh, getting a half a cow. I think it's a half a cow. It could be a whole cow. Might have been a whole cow. And all four of my children are a part of it. And everybody's getting their share of that cow, and it's happening today. So freezers are ready. Yes, 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 and we're all excited to have some good meat. Yes, what do you think about that? And it was again, teamwork makes the dream work kind of thing. Uh, my husband really wanted to do that, and all four children were right on. Oh yeah, okay, let's do that. Yes, that's a great thing. Okay, so that's what they're doing today. They have to drive away about an hour and a half drive to get it for each. They have to be there at a certain time, and I need to go over to my oldest daughter's house to be there when her two children come home from school. Yes. Okay. Uh, anyway, so there is that. And that's why I'm all dressed up, ready to go. Yes, it's cool. So I put a long sleeve on for a change, and it'll be fun. That'll be fun too. Okay, so let's get going in the book of Psalms again. One more time. I do have to catch up. I want to be done with this. And we still have 50 some to go. Then we're going to be in Proverbs. I honestly have to admit, I don't think I've ever read Proverbs all the way. Little bits and pieces, just like most people do, which doesn't give us the whole picture, does it? No. Okay, so we are in Psalm 95, 96, and 97 for this video. Psalm 95 in the book of Psalms. Oh, come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us shout joyfully to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before his presence with thanksgiving. Let us shout joyfully to him with psalms. For the Lord is the great God and the great King above all gods. In his hand are the deep places of the earth. The heights of the hills are his also. The sea is his, or he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. It would be interesting to know exactly when these were written. And since they were written down, I don't see why they would not attach a date to it and the appropriate name that goes with it and where they were actually used. I don't see why they didn't do that. If you're writing it all down, you might as well. And then if it's in here, it would be interesting to me to know, oh, during what time did they write this down? Sounds really good, right? Everybody seems to be, oh, yes, yes, God, yes, woohoo. So did they win the wars? Well, let's find out. Right? We know that in every psalm, just about we're getting both sides. Happy, unhappy, happy, unhappy. All right, all right. Yeah, you can get up in the morning, right? And then, have a great day. This, that, and 2 hours at work. You're going, man, why did I even get out of bed? Why is that? You were happy when you got up. Why are we letting other people dictate how our day is going? If it isn't something really, yeah, make me just day to day stuff. Huh? Yes? Yeah, it takes strength to not be influenced like that. And rather than go, okay, let me see, how can I turn this around to, first of all, not look so odd, staying happy regardless, but to help other people to be the same. Work together much more happy and in a more happy state, this and that. Yes? Everything would go more smoothly, wouldn't it? I'm just saying. All right, all right, all right. Yellow, where are you going again with this? Well, you know me. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker, for he is our God. And we are the people of his pasture and the sheep of his hand. Today, if you will hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as in the rebellion, as in the day of trial in the wilderness. Oh, well, okay. Well, again, with that also comes, you know, in the way that this sounds like, okay, well, there's not that much left to read. And if I think about it again on what I just wanted to say, I will mention it. I know there's a lot of grievance that goes with people about that, but the thing is the similarity in all these. Okay, all right. When your fathers tested me, they tried me, though they saw my work. For 40 years I was grieved with that generation and said, it is a people who go astray in their hearts, and they do not know my ways. So I swore in my wrath, they shall not enter my rest. Ooh, that sounds like Moses. It doesn't say there's a psalm, a song for the Sabbath day, but it doesn't say whose psalms these are. Oh, it does say prayer of Moses, the man of God. Oh, okay, Moses. What did Hitler try to do? He tried to kill a whole bunch of people off. That's one thing, horrific thing. But what else did he try to do? We did that here in this country too. But often the people are doing that themselves, of all these different sections of people. Segregate themselves out. And in a way, that's what the Israelites, what I hear out of this psalm, are doing as well. I know I've talked about this before in the videos. Why did God just choose one people like that? I mean, obviously he did in a way. Well, first of all, these people were in dire straits. Number two, there was a foundation where these people had already been taught my God, and some were listening. Right? Yes? All right, so there is something to move forward with? Yes. But did that mean then that you segregate yourself so far from everything else, from everyone else around you, that then, again, conflict exists? Why? Wars exist. Why? And at that time as well. So things are going good for the people of Israel right now, it looks like here, except for part of it was, yeah, but they're not listening. And here we go, they 40 years of rebellion, and they had to listen to all this stuff. Right? Yes? But hoping then, hoping still in the first part, hoping that the people will pull together. But pulling together doesn't mean that you put a wall up around you and your people, that then what, the outside world isn't a part of it? It doesn't work that way. It will never work that way. Many different people around the world, as a community, as a people, have tried to do that, and it doesn't work. It's never worked, and it will never work. Because if you believe in our Heavenly Parent, He is the parent of it all. Every bit of it. Earth, the universe. Everything is God's house. We are the guests there. All of us here. Yes? How is a guest supposed to behave? All right. Psalm 96. Oh, sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing the Lord, bless his name. Proclaim the good news of his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his wonders among all peoples. Oh, another reason I said that in the other one before from 94 is our God. He is our God. He is our God. He is our God of everyone. Right? And again, it just shows on how hard the Israelites, even at that time, and Moses was dealing with that, right, with the golden calf and stuff, how hard it was to keep the people believing in just that one God. It was so hard. It's so hard. To this day, it is so hard. Yes? Yeah. For that to become a reality all around the world. Yes. Oh, even amongst the actual believe, people who, oh yeah, I believe. You do? Do you really? Yeah. Faith is probably faith and constancy in God is probably the hardest thing to achieve in our lifetime. I think. Stay constant with it. To not be swayed. Doubts about this or but to remember, to know, wait a minute. I know how God has worked in my life. What am I, nuts? Huh? If your tank runs empty, go refill it again. With what? Good stuff. And fill other people's tanks with that. Good stuff. Again, we may have different understandings on what that is. But it says right here, declare his glory among the nations, his wonders among all people. So they did know that too. They did know that. But what did it say over here in 94? Okay. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. Again, why does this come up? He's to be feared above all gods. There are no other gods. They're all fictionists. There's only one that I've ever found to be true. All the other ones are like, yep, okay, yeah, all right. Poetry, psalms, fairy tales. Yes, gotcha. Come on now. Let's just acknowledge that's what they are. Yes? Just saying. Yes, I do understand that too. What if people don't experience what you do? That where do you have this certainty, this net? Then I'd have to say, I'd talk to people like that. So, are you sure you didn't have these experiences? Let me ask you some questions, and please, if you want to answer. But then if they're not willing, that already tells me, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be pulled into. Okay, a few questions shouldn't hurt you, or your conscience shouldn't hurt your conscience, or prick your conscience, right? Yes, just saying. Yeah. Often I find, again, I've mentioned this before, of people talking about faith, this and that, and they go, "Oh, I don't believe in anything." I said, "You don't? But your life's amazing. Look at what you're doing. Why do you think you're doing this, this, and this? And how things are working in your environment, this and that. You can't tell me. This is all you are absolutely already following God's guidance." And they're going, oh, never looked at it that way. Right. Because what? Because of all the doctrines out there that are telling us this or this or this. As I said, you're each your own person. You don't have to have a degree or an IQ of I don't know what to have a good conscience and a good heart to mind. Sometimes simpler is better. Yes? There's a reason why people make things complicated too. All right. Daniela, I can't help it. You can't help it too. Maybe I don't want to help it. All right. He is to be feared above all gods, for all the gods of the people are idols. But the Lord made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give to the Lord, O families of the peoples. Give to the Lord glory and strength. Give to the Lord the glory due his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. O worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Tremble before him all the earth. Did you just hear what I read? What did I say before? The doctrines. Really? What do you think these offerings were? And who got them? God? the threat that comes with that as well. I could see that at that time. Again, living together as a people. If I would have been at that time going, well, I'm not going to do that. I don't see how. I'm not. If the priests are doing a job and that's their only job and we need that, then yeah, let's have a salary for them, right? There should be one. The Levites were supposed to be what among the Israelites, right? Yes, but that's not. Come to the courts. Where is that? At the palace? Why would I have to pay for a king and his numerous wives, concubines, and all the children? Right? What if they would have had to make a living on their own, these kings? Would they have had that many women, for example? Or servants, for example? Or, were these servants even paid? Slaves. Don't have to pay slaves. I'm just saying. Okay. Yes, see? What did I say about no wonder people want to doubt or this or that. And again, you have to look at yourself and where is your faith actually coming from, right? Yes. Anywho, so here we go. Oh, worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. Yeah. Tremble before Him, all the earth. Why would there be anything to be trembled? Why would you have to tremble? Okay, unless that means, again, tremble before Him, all the earth, means to me, happy, but scared too. Huh? But in the beauty of holiness, that should be something that just washes over us, where we soak it up, all that love, and then we give it again as well. You want to tremble about that? Shiver about that? Yeah, okay. But I don't think that's how it's meant in here. Because of what it says beforehand. Say among the nations, the Lord reigns. The world is firmly established. It shall not be moved. He shall judge the people righteously. Okay? Let the heavens rejoice and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar and all its fullness. Let the field be joyful and all that is in it. Then all the trees of the woods will rejoice before the Lord, for he is coming to judge the earth. Oh, already at that time? Okay. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth. Well, they must have had some conspiracy theorists at that time already, too. My goodness. 95, 96, 97. Psalm 97. The Lord reigns, let the earth rejoice. Let the multitude of isles be glad. Clouds and darkness surround him. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne. Then, if righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne, God's throne, why would it be clouds and darkness surround him? Okay, well, and stuff like this, clouds and darkness mean it's shrouded. Well, then why not just write? We can't say it because we're too dumb to see it, right? Too foolish, too stupid. No. We desire too much. We shouldn't desire to be able to see God. For us to be able to see God. Yes? So again, sure, okay, but clouds and darkness surround him. Why? Why would that be? All right. A fire goes before him and burns up his enemies round about. Oh my gosh, you know what? I am so sorry, Father. I mean, you are. Talk about a monster. The monster in the Bible, as it is described here, I'm sorry to say it, sounds like whom? Right? Yeah. Okay, at that time, I get it. I got it. Okay. I'm just saying, doing this also for the reputation of God. Making this amazing presence and being in our midst into something it has never been, never will be. And I know that people till today are holding on to some of this stuff. Makes me sob. Now that's not funny. No, it ain't funny. His lightnings light the world. The earth sees and trembles. The mountains melt like wax at the presence of the Lord. Never seen a mountain melt at the presence of the Lord. Never ever. Nope. At the presence of the Lord of the whole earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and all the people see his glory. Let all be put to shame who serve carved images, who boast of idols. Worship him, all you gods. Zion hears and is glad, and the daughters of Judah rejoice, because of your judgments, O Lord. For you, Lord, are most high above all the earth. You are exalted far above all gods. If that were true, then one wouldn't have to worry about all the other gods. Again, the threats and stuff that are in here, and the people being told, you can't, you're gonna, I'm telling you, he is the most exalted, then there has to be an example of that. And the Levites, the tribe of the Levites was supposed to be that. Yes, that enlightenment, that voice, the messages of God. And spirit world, otherwise they all, right? Yes? Every time I hear the word, you should fear the Lord, fear God. A priest, a preacher, a reverend, a pastor says things like that out of the Bible to read in a congregation. I'm going, that's not what is supposed to come out of your mouth. If they would truly have, yes, and I'm going to say that, if they would truly have that heart to mind, to want to teach the people about God, they would teach only about God's love. And then when one starts to experience that, then there comes a natural acceptance of God, not one that is coerced through fear. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. You who love the Lord hate evil. He preserves the souls of his saints. He delivers them out of the hand of the wicked. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in the Lord, you righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holy name. Had my say. Okay, that is it of 95, 96, and 97. It gets me going, doesn't it? Yeah. Mainly again, for have you ever been? Have you ever been rumored about? That people rumored about? Ooh, this or that about you. Huh? I have been rumored about different things, and well, I know myself. I know full well what was true and what was false, and everybody knows that. And when people start talking falsehoods about you, oh, because someone started it somewhere for whatever reason, that's very hurtful. It's hurtful and it's mean, and there is never rumors, gossip. There is never a good intention behind any of that when someone starts that. Oh, and the people follow along with it. Yes. Well, that's why I get so riled up. And then people talk about judgment, righteousness, this and that. Well, if you're righteous, you stand up for that against that kind of crap. That's what I'm doing. Standing up against that kind of stuff. Still believe today when it comes to our Heavenly Parent. No, stop. Our Heavenly Parent, as needed as a father or a mother, in our hearts, yes, different guidance, a different type of guidance sometimes, right? Yet still 100% good from father or mother. Then we have to defend. We have to defend that. That's what we defend. But in what way? Teach. Just teach. Said, no, that's already wrong. And always, the rumors. God needs to be feared. Really? Oh, he only cares about one people. Really? That's a lie. That's 100% a lie. Can we stop lying about God out there? Can we? Just because what? We want more people to believe? How do people believe like that? It's not possible. Heavenly Parent didn't conquer my heart. Neither did true parents. By telling me how bad I was. How bad we all are. How unworthy we are. How this and that. And put the fear of God in me. No. They conquered my heart as a human being. Because I experienced the love. Yeah, then the hardship that kind of went with it. Huh? On what? On just staying true, not just give in to whatever out there every time. And that becomes a practice. Then you suddenly realize, oh my gosh, it's always about love. It is always about love. Yes, and tough love's a part of it. If you commit a really heinous crime, even in your youth, like murdering someone, oh, I was on drugs, this, and that. Yeah, that's too bad. I'm sorry. Sorry you had a rough childhood. But if you are an inmate somewhere, you've done that, you're not looking at getting out, though you want to, don't be surprised. Accept your fate. That's kind of accepting fate. I've done something so heinous. The thing is now I can show my goodwill by just saying, yeah, I shouldn't be out there anymore. I don't think that anyone can give 100% guarantee that you won't turn again on someone. Just saying. Yes? Because there are billions of people out there who don't do that. And then there is some that do. Yet I still think that they deserve. Yeah, you have to be amongst your own society then. Yeah, there with God as well. And do the best that you can until the end of your life. But not many think that way, do they? There's some. Sure. Anyway. So, that's it. And, if nothing else, I don't think that a life behind bar is wasted. Again, just depends. If you feel that way, then you haven't found something yet. Then you haven't done something yet. Because I believe that even if you are locked up for the rest of your life because of something you've done, because of whatever, you can make a whole lot out of your life behind bars. You can make it still an amazing life. Because you're going to be here a short time. Just saying. And if one is willing, truly willing, to start doing that with our Heavenly Parent and whoever needs restoration in your family, this and that, and forgiveness, and you need forgiveness and all that jazz. That's a lot of work. And the amount of time that anyone has left here on Earth, including myself, is not that long to get it all done. So you better hope that you have some good descendants to continue the work. All right. That's all I have to say to this one. Yes. May Heavenly Parent bless and protect you and guide you and embrace you with love. And I will talk to you all tomorrow.